everyone, here today on the 16th green, and we just want to talk you through a little bit about the work that we've done this week. So it's been renovations week, and this is our kind of summer renovation process. We started by doing a double verticut and cut on these surfaces. So we removed any lateral growths, thinned the sward a bit in preparation for aeration and sand that's gone on. This was then followed with the verti drain, so we used a 19mm tine. We went at about 200mm depth, so this has given us a nice clean straight channel into the deep profile, broken up any compaction, allowed for some air and roots, root development should I say, so that's been a good process. We then followed that up with coring, so we have done some coring in the past couple of years, but we've gone quite light with this. So this time we've gone with a 13mm core at a depth of 50 to 75mm, so quite intensive. Reason behind this, we've seen in the last couple of weeks after the amount of water we've had to be doing that there's a little bit of water retention, a little bit too much. There's a little bit more thatch in there than what we normally like to see, and this was shown up on our soil analysis that we had done at the beginning of the year. So we wanted to do quite an intensive core and to kind of take some of that thatch away, and so we could get a nice bit of sand in. We applied sand and we've gone total about 60 tonne, so quite heavy. Normally we'd go around 30-40, so we've kind of more or less doubled that, which is good. Reason behind kind of going a bit more intensive to what we normally would is we're expecting a bit of a wet winter after all this dry weather finishes. Also we just want to make sure that the surfaces going into the autumn winter are going to be firm and obviously playable every single day for the membership, which is what we've got to try and achieve. We then followed up after the sanding with a combination of power brushing, drag matting, rolling, trying all kinds of different methods to see what's going to give us the best finish and what's going to allow us to get that sand worked into all those holes and channels cleanly. Looking at the surfaces now, obviously going into the weekend, they're good, we're quite happy with them in consideration to the kind of work we've done. There is a bit of follow-up work we're going to have to do this time to what we normally wouldn't have to do. The reason behind having to do that follow-up work is we are irrigating quite heavily at the moment. One, to work the sand in, but two, because obviously with the weather at the moment we're losing most days kind of anywhere between 3 to 6 mil, so we need to really make sure we're kind of replacing our losses every day. So with that, obviously the sand in the profile, we'll go Ken Brown style now, get it down. So obviously the sand is sinking in the channels a little bit with the irrigation that's going on these. The grass is growing through very well and obviously knitting across, but if we don't do a follow-up operation here, what we're going to see is we're going to see a little bit of bobbliness and the trueness is just going to be taken away. So on Monday morning what we're going to do is we're going to micro-tine these greens. So we have a 10 tine head system on our Pro Core, which is very good. That will kind of seal up any of these channels and really just make them very true afterwards. And then we'll follow that up with a real nice light dusting of sand again, probably 4 or 5 tonne total across all the greens, and then this will be worked in with the brush and roller. That normally in previous years has really helped us and kind of made recovery a lot quicker. So we're planning on that, and then our anticipation is by the weekend next week we'll be back out here with the secondary cutters on here. So all in all it's gone very well, and we appreciate your patience this week and obviously next week whilst we get the surfaces back for you. Obviously it's going to be short-term kind of loss but long-term gain with this kind of work. We also want to make you aware that next week, whilst we've got these lovely dry conditions, we're going to begin the long rough cut, so all the long hay in the jockey field and on the common will be cut, collected, and we're anticipating a very clean job this year because of the weather we've had. So that's everything. Please, any feedback give to us, pass on to Craig, and yeah, look forward to seeing you all later soon. Thank you.